Hello, gents, ladies, and other pals. So, as we count down and get closer and closer to July 7th, when we will be seeing that 5-star Verna in game as a summonable unit, I wanted to show off another one of my teams that I use with Verna. It is with obviously Verna, Francis,
Got
and then
anything worth
Leeho.
hunting?
I really enjoy using Leeho as a character. He's pretty fun to use. And I thought, why not
Whatever
just
it
show off
takes.
this
We
team
have to keep trying.
and see how they can perform a legendary conquest. So, going over the skills of Verna, it is pretty much standard, the same thing I've had. We have Mina's artifact, just for the extra ult damage. Really, the substats of attack and crit damage are really what's most important. Because having just double attack you see from her artifact really doesn't make it good. While the rest is fine, but you'd rather just go Mina's artifact. We have her at A6.
Now that's more
And
like
these are her
it, don't you
monstering,
think?
giving her Duoxini, Amon, and Ice Fist Dude.
I'm on whatever it takes.
Then we look at
Need a
Francis.
prescription?
These are her skills. We have Melody on her. We have the best skills we can give her. She's at A6.
Anything you give me is
And
more
these are her
valuable than
monsters.
anything else in the world.
Pain, Kostos, and Golgak.
Oh,
Got anything worth
And
hunting?
we have Leeho, which is his skills. We have the equipment here with his main artifact. We have Leeho at A6.
It's kind of
And
growing.
these are the monsterlings that I have decided to give him. I'm going to take a quick peek at that.
Got anything worth hunting? Got anything worth hunting?
Alright, so the idea with this team is Leeho is going to be the one that is going to be doing the main damage. He is our designated main damage dealer for this team. Verna is going to be doing
whatever it
damage
takes.
off
We
field
have to keep trying.
and just trying to help, Leeho deal as much as he can. And we have Francis as a support
need
just
a
to buff up
prescription?
Leeho so he is not completely pitiful in the battle. That was the team. That was the skills. And let us get to the gameplay. Alright, so we are in Legendary Conquest with the team. This is more of a free-to-play team, I guess you could say. Right? Because again, not a lot of people are going to have Mina or, Angel at A4. So it's just another way to, use the rest of the cast. And I do like Leeho, even though he isn't the best. But the game plan is pretty much start with Verna, use your special skill, right? So you proc a Leeho support skill to where he comes in, applies the prey mark, reduces defenses for fire. And then Francis, cycle in the buff to Leeho. Right, you can see right here. You see Leeho's there, special skill, and by the time you come into Leeho, he does this, and all this happens, right? And again, it's just
You can trust me.
we want Leeho to be the main damage dealer, and that's what he's doing, right? Because with Leo's awakening, and it's weird because Leo's awakening kind of want him to be a burst merchant per se. And by the way, this ult is really bad. Well, it's not that it's not like bad in the sense of it doesn't do damage. It's bad in the sense where it's like, again, it's catered to a certain playstyle. Leeho is a burst merchant, and I'm gonna explain what I mean by a burst merchant. When you fully stagger the boss, the burst window activates, where the boss cannot move. Right. The reason why I call him a burst merchant because it just feels like he wants to be doing the bulk of his damage in that burst window. Because his awakenings give him more damage to this enhanced attack. But his stats and his numbers aren't that high to even warrant using this guy over Mina. Maybe even Verna, who knows? But it's no, it's close for Leeho and Verna. It's close. Right, so when we stagger, right, you see how he applies the prey mark and he's attacking. Yeah, he can do that. in the burst window. That's also why I'm calling him a burst merchant. I think I did like almost 900,000 damage, which is pretty good. That's what I mean by he's a burst merchant. You are supposed to proc his passive, swap out with him in this burst window, so the CPU or the AI off field, he's going to keep attacking with the prey mark on and do all that. And then you want to ult with him to end off to deal the massive damage. That is why I feel like this character is just a burst merchant and nothing more. Right? But again, I do love using Leeho. I think it's really fun. He's a very interesting and cool character. Look. They've released alternate characters for Francis and Verna. And so now I'm curious. They said they weren't going to release any male characters, but are they going to release alternate characters like for the 4 stars? So Benjamin, Leeho, like, are we going to see alternate versions of these characters, or is it just exclusively for the female cast? That would be kind of crazy if that was the case. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, I have a lot of teams that I've made and I've just been playing and testing out. Because again, I am addicted to this game, and you know, in my spare time, I just come up with a bunch of teams. And this is a really good team if you don't have, you know, the strong characters. Well, especially Mina, right? But yeah, every character can perform. Like, you can get 600,000, over 600,000 score. It's not bad, right? It's not bad at all. But we are coming towards the close of Legendary Conquest, and yeah, that was just me. Really, it was just Leeho as main DPS and Verna kind of just supporting on the side. Overall, it's a fun little team that you can use. It's obviously not meta, but I enjoy it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. You leave a comment or a like if you would like to, and catch you in the next one.